I score a lot of goals against Marseille. Kylian Mbappe lays down challenge to Mason Greenwood and co ahead of Real Madrid's Champions League opener. Kylian Mbappe has sent an "I score a lot of goals against Marseille" to Mason Greenwood and co ahead of Real Madrid's Champions League opener. World Cup winner Mbappe will be lining up against opposition from his native France at Santiago Bernabéu on Tuesday, as Los Blancos get their European campaign for 2025-26 up and running in front of their own supporters. Mbappe waiting on first Champions League triumph. Mbappe is still waiting on the first Champions League triumph of his distinguished career, with the decision taken to swap Paris Saint-Germain for Real Madrid a year before ambitious League One giants finally got their hands on the most prestigious of prizes. How many goals has Mbappe scored this season? Los Blancos are determined to conquer the continent again this term, with Mbappe very much leading from the front. He has netted 4 goals through as many games at the start of the new season. Mbappe's record versus Marseille, goals and assists. He is now preparing to face Marseille, who are experiencing the league phase of elite European competition for the first time. Mbappe boasts an impressive record against the men from Stade Velodrome, registering 10 goals and 3 assists against them through 15 appearances for Monaco and PSG. What Mbappe said about facing Marseille again. Mbappe told Telefoot of facing familiar rivals. "I score a lot of goals against Marseille. They've changed a lot with a new project. Mehdi Benatia, director of football, is a friend. We'll see. It's cool to meet French teams again. Plus, we're playing at home, at the Bernabéu. It's nice. It's been a long time since they played in the Champions League. It's going to be nice to play against them. It's going to bring back good memories." Real Madrid's upcoming fixtures. Next up for Los Blancos. Mbappe was on target for Madrid in their latest fixture, as Xabi Alonso's side battled their way to a 2-1 victory over Real Sociedad with 10 men. After facing Marseille in midweek, they will remain on home soil for a Liga clash with Espanyol next weekend. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Man City, not the same team, after entering new phase under Pep Guardiola. In conversation with Sky Sports' Pat Davison, striker Erling Haaland details what has changed at Man City since key players left and new ones joined this summer. Erling Haaland has admitted that Manchester City are not the same team anymore, and they must adapt a little as they enter a new phase under Pep Guardiola. 5 key players from City's treble-winning side, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Kyle Walker, Ederson, and Manuel Akanji, left in the summer and took with them the experience of winning a combined 25 Premier League titles. In their place arrived new faces such as Ryan Cherki, Ryan Ait-Nouri, Tijani Reinders, James Trafford, and Gianluigi Donnarumma. Also gone from Pep's backroom staff are 3 important assistant coaches in Joan Malillo, Inigo Dominguez, and Carlos Vicens, replaced by Jurgen Klopp's former assistant manager Pep Lijnders and ex-City defender Kolo Touré. All this has meant that Haaland, who is in his 4th season at the Etihad, knows he must step up. A lot of important people left, so new people have to come in and make a difference, and people that have been here for years like me have to take more responsibility, says Haaland in an exclusive interview ahead of Sunday's Manchester Derby, live on Sky Sports. "I have to guide the team. I have to help the new ones to come in as quick as possible, because it's not easy to come into a new country and perform straight away. We need to help each other. We need to understand that the past is the past, and we're not the same team anymore. We have to use it in a positive way. We have other qualities now, and we have to adapt. In the end, the most important thing is we have to win games." City will be hoping to get back to winning ways after back-to-back Premier League defeats to Tottenham and Brighton. But questions remain over what this new iteration of City can offer. Pressed on the difference between this remodeled City side and teams of old, Haaland says, "We played a way that we won everything, which was amazing, and now I think football is changing. You saw PSG and Liverpool last year just absolutely running over people, and you have to adapt. You have to, of course, stick to your principles, but you have to adapt a little bit with the people you play with." City have won 5 of their last 8 Premier League matches against Man United, but failed to win either game last season for the first time since 2020-21. In fact, United have inflicted 25% of Guardiola's total home league defeats as City boss. Haaland knows that record needs improving. "What's sure is City has to win things," he continues. We have to win games, and we have to fight for titles. That's what we have to do. As for pressure on himself, the Norwegian tends to take things in his stride. But that is not to say he never experiences nervous energy, especially ahead of big derby matches. It's a lot on me. I get it. I totally agree that's how it should be. Again, it's about finding positive things. It's about trying to turn it around and helping the team to achieve things. That's why I'm here. United head into Super Sunday's crunch match above City in the table for the first time in 5 years. And while vast amounts of attention might well be on the opposite ends of the pitch, new goalkeeping recruits Donnarumma and Man Utd Sen Lamens are in line for Premier League debuts. Haaland wants to be sure he does his job with clarity. We have to perform. Say what you want, but we have to win games in the end. That's what we get paid for. I try to do everything I can, and I try to help the team as much as possible. No matter how the situation is, if you win every single game or lose every single game, you still have to try to be free in your mind. It's something I still have with me now. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Liverpool tipped to obliterate transfer record again with deal for £129 million star on for summer 2026. Liverpool manager Arne Slot is far from done at rebuilding his squad, with new reports revealing they are ready to advance in their push to sign Michael Olise from Bayern Munich, while Team Talk can analyze whether the France international would prove a suitable heir for Mo Salah. The Reds may have cantered to the Premier League title last season by a 10-point margin, but that did not stop Slot from significantly upgrading his side, launching an unprecedented £440 million outlay on several high-quality new signings. And while Liverpool did claw back a large proportion of the record-breaking €509 million, €600 million spent on new players, the summer of 2025 will still go down in the Anfield history books. During that time, the Reds have broken the British transfer record twice, first spending a £116 million package to lure Florian Wirtz to Anfield, and then, on deadline day, finally getting a deal over the line for Alexander Isak, with the Swedes' arrival from Newcastle setting them back an eye-watering £125 million, €144 million, $167.5 million. However, an even greater expense could be coming Liverpool's way as they prepare to consider life after Mo Salah, who recently signed a new deal to keep him at Anfield until summer 2027. With the Egyptian turning 33 over the summer, the Reds will be wary that he may not remain at the very top for much longer, and plans to replace him have recently seen them strongly linked with Olise. And with a clause in his Bayern Munich deal leaving them open for his departure from 2027, new reports in Germany believe the Reds could look to get ahead of that curve by bidding for him in 2026. According to German outlet Absolute Fußball, it would not be a big surprise to see Olise leave if someone pays in the region of £129 million for the former Crystal Palace man, a fee which would topple the cost on Isak were the Reds to sign him. Olise can continue to increase its market value, and next summer the World Championship is finally on the program. They wrote, "Will he be the cash cow of the Munich people?" Offers in the amount of €150 or €160 million from clubs of the quality class Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City, or Liverpool FC would then not be a big surprise. Would Olise prove a worthwhile successor to Mo Salah at Liverpool? Before asking whether Olise could prove a worthy successor of Salah at Anfield, it's probably worth noting that the Reds could scour the globe and never find a player to match the incredible output the Egyptian has enjoyed while in the Premier League. Having shattered numerous records during his time on Merseyside, Salah currently sits third on their all-time top goalscorers list with 246 goals, still some 100 adrift of Ian Rush's record tally. Salah is also fourth on the all-time Premier League record goalscorer list. His current tally of 187 trails Alan Shearer's record 260 mark by 73 at the time of writing. Olise, still only 23, has made huge strides with 43 goal contributions last season and 4 goals in 4 games this term. Now the star of his Bundesliga side, he is seen as a top talent. Liverpool, unafraid to spend big, could view him as Salah's long-term heir, even if it takes a record £129 million move. How Salah and Olise compared last season. Games: Olise 34, Salah 38. Goals: Olise 12, Salah 29. Assists: Alles 15, Sulla 18. Take-ons completed per 90 minutes. Alles 2.8, Sulla 1.6. Crosses completed per 90 minutes. Alles 0.7, Sulla 0.5. Touches in opposition box per 90 minutes. Alles 6.3, Sulla 10.6. Shot accuracy. Alles 62.1%, Sulla 58.7%. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Adam Wharton prefers Liverpool move. Dave Akop can reveal that Adam Wharton, at this stage, appears to prefer a move to Liverpool FC over other suitors. The summer transfer window has come and gone, with Arne Slot repeatedly telling the media that he is more than happy with all the Liverpool incomings made over the summer. But the Dutchman has also suggested it was a pity that the club did not manage to secure Marc Guéhi as a deadline day signing after it collapsed at the 11th hour. In addition to the center-back position, another area that needs to be future-proofed is the N0.6 position. Thanks to the title-winning displays of Ryan Gravenberch, Liverpool's recruitment team were not pressed into having to secure a top-class holding midfielder after losing out on Martin Zubimendi last summer. Meanwhile, Slot clearly sees Wataru Endo as a squad player and does not appear to trust the Japan international in his midfield to start Premier League games. And with some perceived strengthening left still to do, Dave Akop can reveal that the Anfield club has a serious interest in Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton. The Crystal Palace number 6 is understood to favor a move to Anfield over other suitors. Real Madrid is also keeping a key eye on Wharton, according to Spanish reports. Any transfer fee is expected to be in excess of £60 million, including add-ons. The N0.20 could make the move to Liverpool as soon as January, depending on how Liverpool approaches the winter window. The 21-year-old Englishman has quickly stamped his authority in South London since arriving from Blackburn Rovers for a fee that could reach £22 million in January 2024. At that time, Palace were paying a hefty amount for a teenager coming out of the Championship, but it already looks like money well spent. Since then, he has made 49 appearances for the Eagles and was trusted to start in the FA Cup final victory against Manchester City in May of this year, a landmark moment in both his career and the club's history. His composure and maturity on the ball have made him a mainstay in Oliver Glasner's midfield. Wharton has also started every single game for Palace this season, including the Community Shield win over Liverpool and both legs of their UEFA Conference League qualifier, underlining the faith placed in him by the coaching staff. His consistency has made him one of the first names on the team sheet. His pathway to the senior England squad has been just as rapid. After debuting for the Young Lions at under-19 level, he earned his first senior cap in June 2024, coming on as a substitute in a 3-0 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Though yet to score for his country, his inclusion in Gareth Southgate's 26-man squad for Euro 2024, even if unused, shows just how highly he's rated. With his blend of technical quality, tactical intelligence, and tireless work rate, Wharton is now regarded as one of the most exciting young midfielders in English football, and his ceiling appears to be getting higher with every game. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Carlos Baleba to Manchester United transfer twist as Brighton confirm key departure. The latest Manchester United transfer news as they continue to track Carlos Baleba behind the scenes. Brighton and Hove Albion have confirmed they have parted ways with technical director David, whereas Manchester United continue to mull over a proposed approach for Carlos Baleba. Weir, who has worked in the backroom setups at Rangers, Aston Villa, and Brentford, joined the Seagulls in 2018 as loan manager. Having held that position for 4 years, the ex-Scotland international became technical assistant for nearly half a year before eventually taking on the role of technical director. David has served our club well, but we now wish to refresh our technical area with new leadership and direction, Bloom said. I'd like to thank David for everything he has done for us, and to wish him well for the future. Weir's departure signifies a shift within Brighton's recruitment department, which may alter how United approach potentially bringing Baleba to Old Trafford. At this stage, there are no signs Weir's exit may disrupt the Reds' plans, but it may lead to the Seagulls having an even harder stance on transfer negotiations. Brighton are renowned for their tough but efficient approach in the market, often extracting maximum value for their players, and a change in leadership could reinforce that strategy even further. During the summer transfer window, United were quoted an eye-watering £100 million to sign Saliba, which was unfathomable due to the money they had already spent on players. The Manchester Evening News understands that United were relaxed about missing out on the 21-year-old, as they were willing to wait until 2026 to complete a deal if necessary. Their recruitment team sees Saliba as a long-term investment, someone who could add both physicality and technical balance to their midfield. So far this season, Saliba has continued his progression, starting in all 3 Premier League matches prior to the international break and impressing with his composure and ball-winning abilities. His performances have only increased speculation about a future move, and with Brighton's proven track record of selling players to top clubs at premium fees, United know they will need to plan carefully. Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton and Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson have also been linked with United in recent weeks as they start to plan for the January transfer window and beyond. Still, Saliba remains high on their radar, and his situation will likely be closely monitored as the Seagulls adjust to their new leadership structure. Like and subscribe.